What's up, y'all? You already know this your Rockstar Wicked Witch. Leah Remini, you a grimy Brooklyn chick. Eric got a lot to say right here. You been doing his wife dirty, especially while she pregnant. Let's hear what Eric got to say.
After not seeing her for so many years, I don't even know how many years, whatever, she came from a broken home. So the father was in New York, she's in LA, he finally comes because she's a success and is, in her mansion and
that she can't
she doesn't
sell.
really spend that much time with him. She doesn't really do all that much with him. It's not really like, quality time.
Listen, y'all, don't be like Leah Remini and don't chill with your family. Love your family, hang out with everybody. You feel me? Life is already short. Don't be like her and treat your father bad.
Time that one would spend with a parent. And I remember there was some sort of argument with the rental car bill and who's going to pay for it. And I think he just got upset and
supposed to have
paid
money.
for it or whatever. But she was hosting him. She brought him out. And he goes back home to New York, and I guess he had sent a thank you card saying, thank you for the week of whatever. And she was so pissed and so frustrated that her own father didn't send flowers to say thank you for the wonderful week that she excommunicated him from her life. And that lasted, until I was out of the picture. So that was a good 2-3 years.
He didn't want to give you your flowers because you don't deserve it.
That's insane. That's Leah Remini. That's who she is. She's upset and she's not happy. And Angelo is being told, get out of the house, go get our guests food.
Go do something.
Usually they would just have it delivered or somebody else would get it. And she sits my wife and I down, and my wife had already knew what was happening. It was just time to tell me. And what had happened is...
First of all, he got sick and tired of you. He's like, you ain't getting no work in Hollywood. You don't have no scripts to read. I'm tired of seeing you. And remember, Leah, what goes around, come back around. You feel me? To remember that. Can't be trying to do people dirty out there, trying to take their man.
Leah told me that Angelo had come clean to her that he had been having an affair with some other woman. And she was deeply concerned how I felt about this issue. First of all, what do you care what I think? That's your husband. Deal with it. Handle it. Figure it out.
I'm good.
What do you care what I think?
Because she wants you.
She wanted me to know, and she wanted to know what I thought about it, and I was lost. What do you mean? What do I think? It's like I'm telling you now, and I didn't know what to say. I said, that's a horrible situation. I'm sorry to hear this. It's,
like all her
situations. What are you gonna do? And I didn't get it. It didn't make sense to me. Why not just talk to a friend and go about your day? Why do I need to be a part of this? And I started thinking, and I'm like, wow, wait a minute. Leah stole Angelo.
Exactly.
From a girl named
Yo,
Raquel.
hold on. You heard what he said. Leah took him from another woman. What goes around, going back around. And now he doing that to her. And all of y'all women out there looking up to Leah, man, y'all looking up to her for the wrong reasons. Was she teaching y'all how to steal men from your best friend? That's exactly what she doing and what y'all looking up to. She ain't getting no work in Hollywood. Trust me, I hold it down in Hollywood. I know. She ain't getting nothing right now. Even before, nothing.
Very small child at the time, Raquel and Angelo. And Leah went after this relationship with venom.
And look what happened.
Force to try to destroy this marriage, which she did. And successfully destroyed this marriage and ruined this guy's
ruin her own
relationship with the wife that he had for many years. And what's worse is they had a small baby.
Oh, man.
That's the kind of person Leah Remini is.
Grimy Brooklyn chick.
because she sees something she wants, she'll go to any length.
Just to get it.
Any length to get it. Because it wasn't working out. It was driving my wife crazy. My wife would come home upset, and I didn't want to see my wife upset. So I said, stop working for her if you don't want to work for her.
Because she's bringing that all on you now.
You can get another job. You're employable. So she did. Years and years go by, and Leah comes back into our life like gangbusters.
Want to use y'all again.
Hey, it's been so long. I want to be part of your life again. And
to use y'all.
I was over here. I was like, there's something wrong here, man. There's something wrong. I just don't know what. Because Leah is a conniving, evil person. I mean, you have to
Yo, listen. He know her. Y'all don't really know her. Y'all just see the little shows that she's on. He really know her. You feel me? Him and his wife been around her for a while. So they already know how she act. And he's telling y'all. And y'all probably still don't even believe. Because y'all sweating corny Leah Remini. She ain't nobody. Especially in Hollywood.
Understand the mental idea that somebody could be that manipulative, that conniving, that
Not
evil.
to me.
These people exist, and she's one of them.
She definitely is one of them.
She's just one of them. She hates people. She hates people with a passion. She spent the better part of a month inviting me over to her house, inviting my wife over with me to her house.
Inviting him. Yo, she
doing
want him.
Anything she could in her power to allow me to sell me on having my wife become her business partner. And we're going to do this together.
Trying to get more close to him.
Me and your wife. And you're going to have a part in it, and she's going to have a part in it, and we're going to be equal business partners, and it's going to be fabulous. Let me tell you something, man. That didn't work out so well for us at all. It ended up in Leah stealing approximately $200,000 from my wife.
What?
How did that happen?
Hold on. Leah, you stealing? Well, you've been trying to steal from the church for a real long time and been losing. But you're stealing that much from them? Yo, you stealing, you lying, what else would you do? Not to me, though. Yeah, you know what up.
She was fired. She was let go. My wife gets this email on her BlackBerry of, to summarize it quickly, Leah just basically said, "You're fired.
Wow.
I know it's near the holidays. I want nothing to do with you, your family, your children, nothing for the holiday season." We had all had prior plans with Leah and her family, as we did for many years prior. And the communication was very terse. It was, get out of my life. I want nothing more to do with you. If you have any problem with this, talk to my lawyer. Don't ever speak to me again. And you can take your health insurance and shove it straight where the sun doesn't shine.
Wow.
You can take any money that you think you're owed and forget about it. You can get nothing.
Yo.
Leave, go away,
That's how she
go
is.
to hell, have a nice day.
He know her.
Why? Because Leah felt like it. Leah felt that she couldn't control my wife anymore.
Listen, y'all. Don't be around people that's trying to control your whole life. One day they happy with you, the next day they mad at you, then the next day they happy, then they mad. People like that, get them away from you. For real. Don't make no sense.
She couldn't control me, that's for sure, and she hated it. She hated every single moment of not being able to control us. That's why she let my wife go.
Nobody controlling me, trust me.
What happened with the money? Lawyers happened with the money. Leah's attorney contacted my wife, or my wife contacted attorney, doesn't matter. It was very much spelled out to my wife.
You look like John Cena.
You're right. This money from your production company that you earned, your half, is 100% yours. But you're never going to see it. Wow. Why am I never going to see it? Because Leah has unlimited deep pockets, and she will sue you, and she will do whatever she needs
like she's trying to do the church
to make sure you never see dime one of that money. Nothing more than spite. She has it. She could pay you in spades. She doesn't want you to have it. She doesn't want you to have a good life. She hates you. And that's the bottom line.
Wow.
So scream at a pregnant woman, 9 months pregnant, ready to have a baby at any moment.
Oh my gosh.
Of you're doing a crappy job. You don't know what you're doing. You're a stupid person. Get out of my house. Get out of my life. Go away.
Can never be around somebody like that. You can never pay me to be around somebody like that.
Because you're stupid and you're pregnant. And that's Leah Remini in a nutshell of how she treated my wife when she was pregnant, when she was, 9 months pregnant, ready to have a baby at any given moment. And
that's how you treat a pregnant woman?
It's the only word for it.
Leah, you grimy. You a
when
grimy
my wife,
Brooklyn chick.
her mother was passing
Grimy.
away, she was in that, state of, I'm going to check out pretty soon, which is very sad and unfortunate. Obviously, my wife was devastated, and my wife was also very pregnant at the time. And Melinda's sister was also around, who also worked for Leah as an assistant. And they were going to the hospital on a daily basis to check in with their mother and make sure everything was okay.
As you should.
Leah would go out of her way to make my wife and my wife's sister feel stupid for not doing their normal day-to-day routine jobs with a smile on their face. She would make them both cry. She would make them both completely aggravated, make them feel...
Leah, you would never make me cry. I promise you that.
Horrible about themselves and about just being in general. I mean, your mother's dying. You need a moment to take a break, to take a breath, to do whatever. You don't need the person that you're working for to step all over you and make you feel stupid about every move that you're making.
A situation
this got
like that.
so bad that upon my mother-in-law's death, we were at the hospital. They were at the hospital. I was unfortunately a little bit late to the hospital, so I missed the actual passing, which obviously I regret. My wife and her sister and the rest of their family didn't miss that, and they saw this horrible event take place, and, that happened. We all came back to my house, and, everybody's obviously upset and doing what they're doing, and Leah comes over to my house, a house that also she hated for no apparent reason. That's a different story for maybe a little bit later. She came in and at first was consoling and kind of did the right thing, but quickly she turned into the evil person she is. And she started screaming at my wife about some work-related issue, something to do with, I don't even know what. It just kind of went beyond me that how could she do this at this moment? How does another human do this?
For real.
And then she looked at Melinda's sister, my wife's sister, who worked for her as an assistant, and started yelling at her and screaming at her about the fact that she forgot to do a simple task at work earlier that day before her mother had passed away.
Oh my God.
The simple task was to upload music onto her daughter's iPod. To put music onto an iPod so that after daycare's over, little Miss Sophia can go dance and sing with mommy. And she screamed at her to the point of me having to excuse her out of my house to say, Leah, I think you need to leave. You need to go now. Look, there is something I missed on this whole issue. My wife and I had our second child, and she decided one day to send me an email, Leah did, about how awful my wife was during the whole entire pregnancy.
She wanted you, that's why. She's trying to holler at you.
I still have it.
Leah grimy.
Of how terrible my wife was while she was pregnant. The horrible things she did while she worked
Women go through a lot while
she was pregnant. The crying, the waste of time, just on. And then really the last couple paragraphs are how bad she is and how she couldn't believe that I could stay married to such a person, that I should absolutely, without a doubt, just leave her because she's an awful human being. This is her describing my wife of 20 some odd years at the time. Wow. I was appalled by the communication. And what's worse is a few weeks later, when she was in a moment of upset, she decides to cop to the fact that she's been jealous of the relationship because she knows she can never have that kind of thing.
She mad at me for real.
Love,
everybody know that.
She doesn't.
What's up, y'all? You already know this your Rockstar Wicked Rich. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and follow my channel. Want to support my channel? The link and all of the information is in the bio, alright?